Hey Maurice, it's bedtime in my country. Where are you at? Is it in the evening later? It's about 9 a.m. this morning, but it's been look, I'm back wearing the sweater again. It's been quite cold. It's been raining for 5 days straight. Hasn't stopped yet, so the weather kind of shifted a bit, and it's quite cold today. Bangalore, 9:30 p.m. Wow, 12-hour difference almost. Yeah, it is quite different today. Well, it's been like this for the past couple days. I hope you guys are having a good Sunday so far. I'm trying to answer everybody's comments. I get way too many right now. And I just launched the book that I've been working on, the illustrated book, illustration. So I just put it out this morning. So it is on the website and it is on the link. So if you guys get a chance to check it out, let me know your thoughts. Would be great as well. And if you guys can hear me, maybe give me like a thumbs up just to make sure you guys can hear good. Of course, we have to open the door for Duke. You can go outside here. I'll come out shortly. Okay, I'll come out soon. My shoes are wet still. I have to get my boots on again. Hey, Regal, how are you? Hope you're doing good. Thank you. How's Canada? How's Canada? It's cold. It's cold. It's been raining for 5 days. It's funny. One day we get some nice sun, and the other days it just rains, and I got my fake sunlight behind me. I haven't had sun for 5 days. It's been brutal, and we're back again wearing this sweater. I actually had to turn on the wood stove yesterday. Um, Still wearing shorts, but it's still quite cool. My shoes are wet. Everything is wet. Um, this is how it is today. So it's quite cloudy. It's a beautiful image. You can sit out here and just sit outside all day, but it's quite cold actually. Hey, Duke. Duke's girlfriend will be here probably Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. We end up cutting the grass yesterday, and but it rained very, very heavy. It's like muddy everywhere. Duke, don't get yourself full of mud. Don't get yourself full of mud. Come up here. Hey, come. Okay, you can stay there with the chickens. Let's see how the chickens are doing today. If you guys can see them. Look at them, they're all happy. Roof looks great. It's nice here in the summertime. Like you get nice near the greens, you get the mountains, you get the beautiful skies. But Would be nice to get some good quality sun. I'm fixing the creek, so I've been laying the plastic, and I have to actually cut it and cover it with some rocks. So it's coming along nicely. It's coming along nicely. You can actually smell the nice fresh green, which is good. Duke, why are you peeing on my plant? I don't know if you guys can hear the water. I don't know if you can see the water over there. Uh, hey, leave my plants alone. He always goes after my little plants. Does it purposely, and he pees on them. Hey, Duke, Duke, come up here. Back up. Back up. And Duke ate all my beef heart, so I had to. I made about the first time I made about 4 pounds of beef heart. It was actually really good. Um, the second one I made was almost like 2 kilograms. He ate the whole thing in like 2 days. It's supposed to be like a treat for him. But he loves that stuff. So all I've been doing is been dehydrating it, roughly about 7 hours, and actually it looks tastes really nice. Which is pretty nice, pretty good. But I was gonna actually take out some liver today. And maybe we can hydrate some more liver with some more heart. Why you don't have a girlfriend? Who, me? I don't need one. When you're self-sustained and you're enjoying life, what more do you want? Maurice, have you looked into ITPP myoinositol triphosphate? It is in phase 3. Good for cardiac remodeling. I've been testing the myoinositol, but I haven't looked into that one. Hold on, let me type it up. So you're talking about the myoinositol triphosphate. I use the myoinositol for specific things for cardiovascular. Uh, of course, it's going to be a laboratory synthetic made, but have you tested it yet? Because the one I'm doing, I'm actually doing a mix with glycine for other things, but wouldn't mind checking that one. Inositol triphosphate. Which one? What do you think? Have you used any yet, Ben? Are you talking about the one by like you're getting at the direct USP grade, the ITPP? Synthetic ITPP, you need the type N ITPP. Okay, it's been used for cancer though. Yes, provides organs with more oxygen for endurance. What have you read about it yet, or have you tested it? If not, I wouldn't mind maybe doing a video for you guys on it, and I can talk about it a little bit more, and I can break it down even further if that would actually work. Let me write it down here. I can put it on my list because I've been testing the myoinositol for specific things. I was going to do a video on it, but I can check the ITPP version and actually see if it reflects or causes, because the myoinositol with glycine, you have a potential of actually making your arterial system your calcification pliable. So I'll look into that to see if that has very, very similar function. I have used as a research chemical, but you haven't used it internally yet, have you? Mechanism: it mildly reduced hemoglobin's affinity for oxygen, shifting the dissociation curve to the right, which forces the blood to release more oxygen into target tissues. So it's pretty much all about flow more than anything. What we're using for doses, are we talking about 500 milligrams to 4,000 milligrams daily? Have you been using the peptide, Maurice? Like you said, I have. I haven't felt anything. To be honest with you, I'm starting to be a little bit on the disappointed side of peptides. This is the fourth company I've tried. I'm taking the MOTC TB500. I've taken the copper. I felt a little bit of the copper. MOTC has have not felt anything at all. Did a full cycle. Um, I'm starting to kind of get a little bit more of a disappointing. Maybe because I am on a purely carnivore diet, being quite strict with the food I take. Maybe I don't feel some of the stuff. So I'm gonna probably stop for a while, actually, and not use a lot of this stuff for a long time, like especially the peptides. It just is becoming an investment where there's no really good outcome from it. You already probably have a good mitochondria function, Maurice, so mostly makes no difference. And I think that's what's happening. With the amount of sheer stress I do and the amount of mitochondrial rejuvenation and everything, with the bio-PQQ, coenzyme Q10, and other things that I take, and I think my mitochondria is quite strong. That the MOTC doesn't really hit me at all, doesn't really change anything, doesn't actually enhance. So looks like, so the concept with the ITPP is, so it's almost like um, more oxygen transport, then is that to the organs, to the tissues, more than anything, Ben, right? So it's almost, I would say, very similar to the nitric oxide of actually increasing, blood flow, increasing circulation. So it would be probably, it would maybe fall in that same type of category. So I think when it comes down to it, I'd rather maybe continue sticking with the nitric oxide vasodilation for circulation of blood flow as a foundation compared to using the ITPP formula or the myoinositol, um, possibly, where it's only targeting specific organs. Thoughts on SLUP 332? You already probably haven't done SLUP 332 peptide. Delta agonist mimic the metabolic exercise at the cellular level. I haven't actually looked this one up before. SLUPP332. Mimics the metabolic benefit of physical activity. That's interesting. So promotes fat oxidation and improves endurance. I haven't looked into that one. Were you thinking of trying it? It's all about oxygen, correct? Yes, all about oxygen. Maurice, I've been taking the nitric oxide and bergamot you recommended and eating an early breakfast. I've been sleeping great most nights and sprinting up hills. That's awesome. That is good news then. So you're getting better vasodilation, you're getting better blood flow, circulation. Bergamot is releasing any oxidization of your lipids, which is excellent. Eating early morning, you're getting better cortisol balance throughout the day. So everything is aiming towards more of an optimal lifestyle than being in a stress state. And if you're sleeping 50% of the whole week really well, and in time it's increasing to 60, 70, 80, or 100%, that is amazing, because the more the body trusts you, the more things are just gonna function better. um, that's really well. That's awesome, and thanks so much for sharing that, Jojo. I hope you're doing good overall and kind of stick with everything. It keeps getting better and better from there. I am not hungry when I wake up. I have to force myself. Your body will get used to that. Your body will get used to it, and once your body stables and everything feels good, then you don't have to do it daily. You can do it, let's say, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, or you can eat one day you would actually have breakfast, one day you wouldn't, based on how well your nervous system is stable, your system is stable. Is niacin still in your stack? Niacin is still part of my stack. I still like niacin. I take it myself. The only reason I take it is not so much to lower LDL or increase HDL or anything like that. The only reason I take it in my stack is to control the lipoprotein little a, because a mix of niacin and L-carnitine, they're the two only ingredients that would actually control your your lipoprotein little a, especially because it is a genetic. So mine is a genetic, was in the upper 700. I've reduced it down to 40, and the only way I can maintain it at that level is with niacin. I take anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams daily, and L-carnitine powder form, roughly about 3,000, give or take anywhere between 1,500 to about 3,000. It depends how much I get from food, and depends how much I want to take as a supplement. But yeah, 100% you can control the lipoprotein. That's the only reason I take it. Some individuals that I actually create specific target routine for them. If they don't have the LP little a, I make niacin as an optional. But if they do put them on berberine or bergamot, they do very similar effect without causing any issues with, let's say, methylation, or any issues with their oxalates or uric acid. Does taking magnesium glycinate at night causes sleep disturbances? In some individuals, yes. For example, some individuals, they take magnesium glycinate right before they sleep and they feel great. Some, the other half of the population, they can't. They have to take it at least an hour or 2 hours before. So it varies, but yeah, it does causes slight disturbances. So for me, is if I sleep at 9 p.m., I should be consuming my magnesium glycinate um, an hour before. So I have to consume it at 8. If it is already 8:05 or 8:10, let's say, I won't take it, because if I take it, I won't be able to sleep. I'll end up ruining my sleep more than anything. Now, the new magnesium glycinate that I've been testing by Australian labs, they actually have boron in it. and I found that boron is actually enhances the quality of the magnesium uptake. And I've been testing that one, and that one actually feels a little bit better on it than the regular one, just because the elemental level is much higher. It's at 165 milligrams instead of being at 50 milligrams, like most companies do. But yeah, they do. It does work good. It all depends what you want to use it for and how you want to use it. But 100% they work. Um, and if you don't really tolerate the magnesium glycinate very well, then stick by taking pure glycine and take some myo-inositol right before sleep in some nice warm water. That would be ideal. And this way you don't have to take the magnesium. You can take the magnesium at say at 5 p.m. or so to kind of help your body wind down a bit. Then that should be good. Enough, Duke. Has Nova arrived yet? Has Nova arrived, Duke's future friend? The lady that is bringing Nova or Cash, hopefully I can change her name. She's leaving. She's picking up the new dog on June 2nd, and she's heading back. So if she's leaving on June 2nd, most probably I should get the new dog on June 3rd, possibly. That's what I'm aiming for, hopefully. I hope she doesn't drop her off at night, because if she drops her off at night, then it becomes, I won't be able to sleep all night, because I know Duke will be all over the place and she wants to stay outside. She won't probably wants to come in. So it'll be quite tough of a day for me. So I hope I get the chance to actually get her in the morning, because it's been raining for 5 days and it's gonna rain for the next 10 days straight. So we'll see what happens. When she tells me I'm coming down, I'm just gonna tell her, hey, is it possible for me to get her in the morning? It'll be much easier. This way I can introduce her to Duke, and this will be a little bit easier that way. Inositol. Yeah, it's called Myo, MYO space inositol. Hey, the Dotpa, good day to you. I hope you're doing good. Do you think since starting the bergamot and nitric oxide could possibly bring down my TSH of 6? TSH, I'm not really worried about it for your total thyroid hormone. It's not about, monitoring your TSH, it's monitoring your T4 and T3, making sure your T4 is converting to T3 correctly. If it's not, sometimes it could be malnutrition or not eating your capacity of 1 pound per 1 gram of pound per body weight. Good morning, Maurice and Duke. Hey, Liliani, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Question: I heard you say only do bergamot and berberine for 45 days and 45 days off. Am I confused? No, bergamot you do not have to cycle at all. Berberine, on the other hand, you do have to cycle 45 days on, 7 days off, because what happens is with berberine, it does destroy one of the microbiome in your gut, and what happens is when you eat your food, you're gonna notice that the food is sitting in your gut longer than usual, and you feel like a little bit fatigue, and that's because the bacteria has been reduced from berberine, because berberine has like an antibacterial effect. So go 45 days on, 7 days off to give your body a break, then kind of go back. Only have to do that with berberine, not bergamot. I get that feeling myself. Sometimes if I go beyond the 45, if I go 50 days straight, I end up getting that. Roughly about 60-70% of the people will get it, especially being on a carnivore diet, just because we don't eat other starches and stuff. But yeah, it is good to actually cycle it. Are there cardiovascular benefits to myo-inositol? Myo-inositol tend to kind of fall a little bit in one of the main so I was just answering this email. Myo-inositol does actually fall in a category where it could become part of the minor foundation, like a glycine and taurine, because it does actually improve insulin sensitivity overall. That's the main thing. And it does actually improve, let's say, metabolic syndromes such as, fasting glucose, insulin, HOMA HR or IR, so better metabolic system. So it's not directly benefiting your cardiovascular, it's indirectly benefiting that by actually maintain a good level of, let's say, insulin, triglycerides, and overall is going to give you a better endothelial function. And it is good to use it at night because it does actually help relax the body quite a bit with the glycine. Excitement and a few sleepless nights coming up at the Dahir's house. You'll adjust to one another. Well, I hope I adjust right away. They have to actually adjust to my routine now. Like I have a really good routine for the past few weeks that I actually been sleeping all night, deep sleep every single day. So I don't want to ruin that. So the new dog, when they come in, they have to actually hopefully listen and stay indoor because they've been used to being outdoors, and the problem here is staying outdoors, they're gonna end up causing more issues with barking and everything that I won't be able to sleep at all. So it'll be quite tough. Good morning. You mentioned in another video to take uh, 2000 micrograms of MK7. Is that correct? Yeah, I have mentioned 2000. I've taken 10,000 micrograms of MK7. Reason that is to actually enhance the levels as fast as possible. So it's more of a therapeutic levels more than anything. But before you do that, it would be ideal to kind of do the blood test just to make sure that I think it's called GL matrix or something. I have to check. Yeah, 100% you can do that, but don't do it every day. You do it like temporary. Like I did that for almost a couple months, and after that went on a 500 micrograms, and now I'm down to about 125 micrograms. I get some of the dehydroberberine type, and so far no stomach. That's awesome. Yeah, if you can get that, for some reason, every time I was ordering the dehydroberberine, I'm not getting it. So I haven't tried that one yet, but it is much better for bioavailability compared to the regular berberine. I have also seen that you have a couple different protocols for reducing arterial calcification. Can you clarify which is your favorite? Calcification is not something that we can entirely reduce at 110%. You have to stable your nervous system, stable your cortisol, fix your sleep, fix your eating habits, fix your thyroid, make sure you're not feeling sluggish or fatigue, make sure you're feeling optimal. When all these things, and especially your ApoB, is balanced, then calcification will start as possibility. You can actually reverse it, whether you're doing it with borax, whether you're doing it with the glycine and taurine, or adding other things to it. But it doesn't mean if you take these supplements and your nervous system is not stable, your system is out of whack, that you're going to fix it. That's almost like taking one step forward, 10 step backward. So the whole idea is control the whole environment around you, control your body, control everything so it's nice and balanced. Then we might be able to see a reversal of a specific percentage. But having a calcification is not a death sentence. Having calcification, your body is actually it's healing the arteries. The question is, a person can live of having 1% of a blood flow, or 10 or 20%. It doesn't matter. But the idea is to make sure that the calcification stays pliable. And if you keep the calcification stable and pliable, that's what counts more. But what actually the most dangerous thing is the soft plaque that you want to actually look after and actually make sure it's controlled quite good. So it's not all about reversing calcification, it's about maintaining it, keeping it pliable, and making sure the whole body is balanced. That's why I'm releasing my second version of the book. The first version of the book that I released was The Body Holds the Answer. The new book, I just finished it yesterday. And it goes about the stability before the disease. So every time you're trying to aim at a disease, you have to stable your body before you actually aim at the disease. So everybody, you have your upstream and you have your downstream. Everybody works in the downstream and everybody ignores the upstream. So work at the disease, then we continue working at everything. But I would highly recommend you guys, if you do become part of the school, everybody is getting the free ebook that is part of the school community. If you guys sign up for the whole year before the price goes up, you will actually get most of the books that I actually write for free instead of actually purchasing them. Wooden walls are not sustainable in the long run. Wooden walls like what I have here, yeah, but it's more natural, no chemicals, nothing. And if it doesn't last, I'll just burn it, cause some shark oil, and actually prevents anything to live in it, whatever. But it's more natural than having chemicals, right? And if it doesn't last, I can tear it down and actually put new wood up. It's not about sustainability. Sustainability is just the way you look after the place more than anything. I had hair loss problems, did not undereat, but had a lot of stress. Stress plays a huge role. Stress usually comes from lack of fat. A female friend, 39 years old, has 1.5 centimeter stone lodged at the top of duct of her gallbladder. She resides in Toronto. Her doctor told her gallbladder needs to be removed. She told me that her father, uncle, grandmother all had gallbladder removed. She consumes unhealthy foods, including seed oils. Her symptoms obviously isn't producing bile efficiently. Will her stone disappear if she changes her eating habits? Yes, but the stone has to be broken down. The stones have to be broken down, and it's broken down with olive oil, and it's broken down with citrus such as lemon. But you have to do like a 3 day fasting, and all you can do is in a 3 days is eat as much apples as you could, because apple contains malic acid, and malic acid is the only ingredient that will actually vasodilate the duct. Once the vasodilation of the duct happens, then any stones will start to be released. Then you drink the olive oil and the citrus, and you sit in a poop position while you sleep. So this way you can stimulate your gallbladder. And the next day, she's going to be in major pain passing all the stones. It could be 4 hours, 6 hours on the toilet, and there'll be stones being passed. So that's how we usually do like a gallbladder stone flush. What do you see about gaming? How to stop it? What do you say about gaming? How to stop it? What do you mean gaming? Like playing games? How about you grab a book and read, or a Bible and read, and maybe it will get your mind off non-supportive things for your mental clarity and system. Wooden walls coverage with natural coating like linseed oil is good. Yes, the only other healthy option is lime plaster. Oh, 100%. Linseeds, you can actually, some people were using, I think back in the days, like linseed comes from a flaxseed, I believe. It comes down to vapor barriers, insulation, etc. Pretty much, yes. It's all about the insulation and the oxygen flow you have here, and the proper flow so it prevents any molds and stuff. We just complete a module in school about calcifications and arteries. Join school and you will learn a lot how calcification works. Thank you so much, Liliane, for putting that out there. Yeah, if you guys get a chance to join the school, there's a lot of valuable information. I know when I do the lives on Sundays, I try to kind of make it more of a fun kind of environment. I will answer some of the questions, but I'm not going to give you like a full head-on valuable information as much as I would do in school, because I'm not gonna be doing like, because anybody that gives a simple answer, I say that's like a lazy science. There's a lot more complexity to it than just one single answer that cures everything. So definitely, if you guys join school, I go into so much depth, and right now I have invested into more modules, but I am turning the modules into uh, more of a text to speech for a lot of people that they are driving and they want to actually read the course, but they can't finish most of the lessons. So now they can actually listen to the audio. So there's a lot of good potential, and there's a live Q&A that happens every Tuesday where we do like a live Q&A, but as well I do a full webinar on every single lesson, and I actually break things into more precise and more almost like a hands-on tools compared to just reading the course yourself. The new dehydrator, how long did you let the beef heart in it? Great idea. You keep all the nutrients instead of cooking it. Does it taste like beef jerky? It does taste like beef jerky. The beef heart, so I put roughly about 3 pounds of beef heart. It took 7 hours to dehydrate it. I like it at 6 hours. It stays nice and pliable and it actually tastes good. At 7 hours, it gets a little bit tough where actually it breaks. But so 6 hours is like a perfect timing I've noticed for beef heart. We finished it already. I did two lows and Duke loves it. I love it actually, to be honest with you. It's pretty good. We've had like 6 pounds of heart in like 4 days, which is crazy. So the next thing I'm doing right now is gonna be the liver. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna cut them into steaks and hang them as steaks and kind of dry them out. Um, 40 hours in front of a computer is not healthy. No, it's not. I don't even sit 40 hours. I sit every day like maybe 3 4 hours, and I say that's it. I call it a day. But the days I have consultations, sometimes it kills me because I could have like consultation for like 5 6 hours straight, and but I have to take like a day off. I have to take a day off to kind of relax my eyes off the computer, or else it destroys you after a while. Like seriously, it's a bit too much. I don't know how back in the day when I was doing IT work for a company, I would sit like for 40 to 60 hours on a weekly basis. It was brutal. It was brutal. Oh, you can smell the fresh green today, but it's been cold. It's been rainy. We've had like 6 days of rain. We still have about 11 more days of rain. They say June is a rainy season, but I don't like rainy season because my shoes are wet. Duke took my socks. Thus, I've been getting some beef liver in daily. Is by hydrating them. I put them in freezer afterwards and just break a piece with every meal. Why do you put them in a freezer? After you dehydrate them, you can actually keep them in room temperature. That's what I do. Like we left the beef heart in the room temperature, and anytime Duke wanted one, he comes and knocks on my fridge. He's like, "I want one." So he ate the whole thing by himself almost. He almost ate like 3 pounds of beef heart. And I have to say, a big thank you to Pete. He sent me a small donation for Duke. He's like, go buy Duke some nice treats. So I end up getting him the heart, right, Duke? You ate the whole thing. You like it? He comes in at 2 o'clock in the morning, wakes me up. I'm like, what the hell does he want at 2 a.m. in the morning? And he's knocking on the fridge. He wants some more treats. So he got yelled at to go back to sleep. And then he woke up this morning at 6 o'clock, hungry. Can my friend's gallbladder issue be a result of family history, or is it the consumption of seed oils? Yeah, gallbladder is not a family history. It's not a genetic gallbladder, because what happened is the only reason people in the same family they get it is because their diet never changes. Their diet never changes. They eat the same thing from generation to generation. For them, they think that's healthy, and that's why it causes the gallbladder in every single member. But yeah, we can definitely help her with that. Most of it is coming from seed oils and lack of monounsaturated fat to stimulate the gallbladder. And what is the lack of monounsaturated fat? Not eating enough animal fat sometimes. New house being built on edge of my property. Nice. So I had to have a bunch of trees cut that were hanging over, waiting for the crew to come ask for money now. Nice. You're building a new section so I can come and visit you. Nice. No, that's awesome. Congratulations. I hope it goes well for you and you get things are going. Here, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I kind of feel a little bit lost because there's a lot of changes happening and I don't know if it's going to affect me or not. So in a way, do I add my room or I don't add my room? Do I invite people or I don't invite people? Because there's a lot of changes happening and I'm kind of putting everything on hold, which is I don't like because I stress about it every day. I just don't want to put all the effort I put in the land and all the effort I put to actually make this place like my home. And it's just, if rules and regulations changes and it forces me to change, it's not gonna be, it's not gonna be nice. I haven't tried beef heart. I haven't tried beef heart dehydrated, but I do eat them boiled daily too. Yeah, beef heart is good. If you get a chance to dehydrate it, it's amazing. Separate property used to be empty field. Oh well, okay, that's not bad. Duke is no dummy. He knows where the food is stored. Oh, he knows. He's pretty smart. He's pretty smart. He knows, and he knows how to play his little role. Shear is the worst invention ever than computer lights ruining your eyes. That's why I and many people prefer good old books we hold in our hands, but that's technology. Shutting everything off is healthy. It is. Like keep in mind, we always have to go to our basic roots. Our basic roots were never, computers and digital and all other things. Like for example, as even on my phone, I have two phones. I have one phone that I use for work where I have all my social media on it, and I have my personal phone where I have nothing on it. So this way, if I'm not working, my phone has nothing that will interrupt me. For example, when I sleep on 100% sheepskin, and I get covered with 100% sheepskin. I don't use any synthetic material at night. That's how I can actually stay warm and allow my body to actually recover correctly. So there's a lot of things I've got rid of. I don't even brush my teeth because brushing your teeth contains microplastics and that actually destroys your gum. There's a lot of things that we can actually go back to the old ages of how they were doing things because they never had any of these symptoms and issues. So I try to eliminate anything as much as possible that is synthetic, that us a human we should never be touching. We should be eating, let's say, whether a skillet or a stainless steel plate or a wooden plate that is not being glued together. So there's a lot of things we have to actually adjust. Sometimes things we cannot get away from it because we got used to it, but we can adjust. We can always adjust. Sheepskin, where did you buy it? I bought one the first one I bought it from a company, but it was quite expensive. They import it from New Zealand and Australia. The second one I'm buying right now is coming from Costco. But the thing is, I'm having a hard time finding what the company is using for whether they use any type of tanning chemicals or not. Because usually sometimes they use like a specific salt to actually clean the sheep skin. So I'm just trying to find that out, and that's the one that Costco sells, for example, and you can get it for a good price. Because from a regular like specialty store, the sheepskin can run you about $700 to $1,500. If you get it from Costco, same size, same everything, for almost like half the price. But I'll send you the link. Let me know. Computer is not stressful for me. Talking to friends, listening to music. I use a low blue light setting and a blue light blocker glasses when watching. Oh, 100%. As long as you are aware of a lot of these things and you actually do something about it, it'll make a huge difference. A huge difference in your daily environment and the way you stress the body. And as long as you're, at the end of every day, you're grounding, getting, getting all that, um, balancing all that negative energy back into your system, then, you're always going to be in a good mood. And that's how you can control your mood. People say, well, how can you do a lot of these things? And, I'm always stressed and stuff. Well, ground. That's like the easiest thing you can do. Ground, relax, keep your body simple. Simplicity works the best. Take some days off, relax. There's a lot of things you can definitely do. I hear people talk about miswalk, etc. But going carnivore, I've had no problems without brushing. Miswak, like are talking about like the water pick kind of thing. But with the carnivore, you don't brush. I don't brush my teeth anymore. I just kind of floss them with a water pick. That's all I use. And sometimes I use the ingredients that I mix, which is calcium, baking soda, xylitol, Meredith, all that stuff, just to kind of put it on the gum, because my gum was not actually doing very well from heavily brushing. But it works way better and it's much cleaner. Yeah, the water flosser is excellent, and actually what you can do is with the water flosser is you can put a little bit of pre-made kind of or boiled already, have it set as room temperature like a green tea. Green tea will actually strengthens it as well too. So there's a lot of things you can definitely do that'll be much easier. I use cloth to brush my teeth, 100%, 100%. Like all the other stuff, you know, should be disposed. Miswak is the twig they use to brush. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'll look it up. With your toothpaste recipe. Yeah, and the toothpaste recipe that I have is really, really good. And I shared it with you guys, especially the ingredients. I know sometimes the Meredith is very expensive, it's like $80 a pound, but that thing will last like probably a couple years. I've had mine for already, I think, like 2 years, and it's still actually good. It's still really, really good. You can, because you mix a little bit with it with the cloves and xylitol. We got a little bit of coconut oil in there. Sometimes I use hydroperoxide. What else we got? Calcium. So it's almost like you're making your own hydroxyapatite formula to actually strengthen your gums, strengthen everything. A green tea is so good for skin too as a mist. Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities. Very high in polyphenols, and the polyphenols does actually support skin elasticity. It does actually prevent LDL oxidation if you're drinking it after food, 15 minutes after. It does have some really, really good benefits. So I have no problem against like herbs and stuff like that. It's not to be consumed on a daily basis. It's mostly, look what people used to do back in the days. They use them as medicinal stuff, not for consumption as like we do today. Like some people do every single day. Oh, I have to have this. I have to have my green tea and my teas, and use it as medicinal. Same thing with garlic. Like I've had a garlic jar that I've actually grown. I've had it for 4 years sitting in a jar, and I use it medicinally. Right now, I've been feeding them to my chicken actually, but use it as for medicinal purposes, not something you consume every day. If your body requires sulfur, you can add it. If your body requires certain things, you can add it, but not something to actually be doing on a daily basis. Um, but yeah, you guys, if you got a chance, everybody in school that is on an annual yearly subscription, they received the free Shear book, the Shear Stress Exercise book. Anybody on a monthly did not. So if you guys are part of the school, I know I'm trying to send an email to everybody, because I definitely want everybody to lock in, because there's 5 new books will be launched this year. I've got one already launched, and the other one is be launched next week. It is being approved through KDP through Amazon. So if you want a hard copy, you can actually buy it from Amazon. But if you want the ebook, everybody in school should get it for free. That is part of the annual subscription. Fluoride, not good for thyroid. Yeah, green tea is not about the fluoride. It does have anti-nutrients. See, polyphenols, some people look at polyphenol as an antioxidant, but some of these polyphenols as well, they can actually cause the disruption with your thyroid 100%. So like I said, it's not something you consume daily. You want to use it as medicinal purposes, because that's why people have a lot of underactive thyroid. I use Dr. Jen's Hydroxy, an anti-plastics toxins detector. Oh, nice. Recommends the brand as safe. Yvonne Burkhardt, PhD. I should check that one out. I received your message and will download the ebook later today. I just purchased the Body Holds the Answer book and received it yesterday. Oh, let me know how you like it, Liliani. It would be great to hear your thoughts. The new book, so The Body Holds the Answer is #1 book. Now, the #2 book that is going to launch, Stability Before Disease. And that one just finished yesterday. Finished the last chapter yesterday. So I'm going to actually read it one more time and publish it. And that one almost kind of helps with the Body Holds the Answer, because stability before disease, and you know how I always talk about your upstream before your downstream. The problem is, a person comes and they have an issue, they treat everything at a downstream level. So if a person has heart disease, they treat the downstream, and they claim the downstream as one thing. Well, there's no such thing as one thing. It's a complex of things. So before you go after the heart disease, well, let's fix the upstream. And the upstream is stabilizing the system. So stabilize your system before you try to fix a disease. Because if you don't stabilize the system, you will never be able to reach that disease. You'll be maintaining it all your life and never really fixing it. What's your opinion on Ajunus? I'll have to look that up. PhD toxicologist Yvonne Burkhardt, PhD, teaching you how to reduce your toxic load on YouTube. I'll check it out. Thank you for sharing that. So if you guys, whoever is on live, you guys definitely check it out. I'm just making my coffee right now. I really want to go outside and enjoy the day, but it's yesterday, because it rained all day, all I was doing is just chopping some more wood, getting them ready for the winter time. And it just felt soft because, we're still in the month of, well, we are in the month of June now, pretty much. It's just no sun, which just kind of stresses me out. So let's make some coffee. We've had nothing but full sun in the last 5 weeks. Wishing there was some rain for the gardens. I'll trade you. I'll seriously trade you. We've had nothing but 6 days of rain. And we all winter we don't see the sun, and I wait for the summertime so I can get some sun. And yet we've had one day of sun, one day of half sun and half rain, and it's been non-stop raining. Just making some coffee so we can enjoy a nice little cup. Jonas Entrepreneurs was an American alternative nutritionist. Oh, nice. I'll have to look him up. Being a Hashimoto prone person, I don't tolerate anything well other than meat and fat. Is Hashimoto a mitochondrial dysfunction? Hashimoto, it is mitochondrial and deficiency in under eating. Yes, very depressing here in Northeast US. We hardly any sun days. The downfall about it is in the winter time for 4 months straight, I get zero sun. So when I look for the summer, the month of May, we had about 6 days of sun, which is amazing. And then after that, it's been just like windy and rainy. And now for the past like week and a half, it hasn't stopped yet. So sometimes it does get a little bit depressing because we look forward to it, but yet every time we have some nice sun, all we see is in the skies is some trails, and suddenly, supposed to be like a plus 28 degrees, and suddenly it's like cloudy and rainy. It's just the whole day gets ruined, which is kind of sucks. What do you... Hey Paul, how are you? What do you think about parasitic cleanse? Do you think we should be doing parasite cleanse every few weeks? No, not really. If you are on a carnivore diet, I don't think you do need it. If you are more on a plant-based diet, then maybe. Parasites will only thrive in a non-acidic environment. So if your gut's pH is above 2 because you do eat a lot of vegan and a lot of vegetables and a lot of fruits and stuff, then maybe. But if you are mostly on a carnivore diet, I don't think a parasitic cleanse is gonna do any difference because your body is quite acidic and it does not allow anything to thrive. Opinion on raw chicken and pork. I would never touch raw chicken or pork. I will never eat them. I haven't had them for 15 years. If anything, I would only eat raw meat and raw fish, yes, but not raw chicken or raw pork. They're highly inflammatory and they're not really an ideal type of meat to be consumed. I know there's a lot of places they eat them raw, but I don't highly suggest anybody doing that. If you're going to tell me you're going to have raw meat, red meat, any type of red meat, from lamb to goat to beef to wild, deers and elk and others, yeah, 100%. But having pork and chicken, very highly inflammatory. They're not even You're never gonna find real good pasture raised either. I wanted to try it when I go on vacation to Asia. I wouldn't recommend it. Very high in omega-6 levels. I've heard lactobacillus plantarum helps remove microplastics. I'll have to double check on that. To see and do a little bit more research on it. I don't want to give you just a random answer with something I haven't really digged into it much. Thank you, Maurice. Maurice, I love your work. Thank you. Thanks so much for the support. I really appreciate you. I'll look into it. Maybe if you're in the school, put that message there. I can just dig into it a little bit further, and I can actually maybe write an article on it to see if there's good claims behind it. Oops, almost dropped everything. Just blending my coffee. I don't have mushroom anymore here because I put my dehydrator here. Channel 3, maybe we have a bear coming. He's been coming at my neighbors for the past 5 days. He goes through my land and he crosses over to my neighbor. He doesn't even come to us anymore. Is he there? Oh, that's Bonnie. Bonnie's here. Let's go say hi to Bonnie. That's why the thing is going. And Duke is going crazy. Wait, Duke, let me open the door. That's Bonnie. I think next week Bonnie won't come here anymore because Nova or Cash won't let her. Where is she? Oh, there she is. There's Bonnie. You guys see Bonnie? She's coming to say hi. Let's help Maurice build his YouTube following. Everyone takes a minute to give him a thumbs up. Yes, would be great, guys. Give me a thumbs up here. So let's get some more people to join us. And there's Duke. When Duke's girlfriend comes, she's gonna probably bark at Bonnie. They're staring at each other. Maurice dedicates this time on Sundays. We need to appreciate all the support he's done. I really appreciate you, Liliani. Thank you. Let's have some coffee. Yeah, I had to put this new sensor here because that's usually where the bear comes from. So every time he comes down, that channel goes off. Cheers, guys. Let's sit here outside this. There we go. You guys can enjoy the view. I wish I can set the phone up here. Let's see if you could without dropping my coffee. Happy Sunday, Maurice. Hey, Peach Farms, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Duke got a girlfriend. Oh, that's Bonnie. Yeah, she's one of our neighbor's dogs. She comes here and says hi to Duke all the time. But Duke is gonna get a girlfriend probably on Tuesday or Wednesday. We got another German Shepherd coming down. One lady, she's gonna actually bring her over 12-hour drives, and we'll have her here. I hope you guys are doing good, enjoying the rainy day. There's been too many days of rain. Guys, if you get a thumbs up, would be great. Just double tap the screen. It doesn't take much, and this way we can get more people. We can get maybe hopefully more followers. And if you guys haven't had a chance to check out my new ebook that I posted this morning, the Shear Stress ebook is all fully illustrated, more than probably 97, 98 images on there. Really good exercise to do. I've already done about 4 this morning. Oh, you guys can see the mountain here. Let's move it up. There we go. Trying to get everything in that picture. So it's supposed to rain today at 2 p.m. So right now it's just it's quite muddy. Hey Duke, did you say hi to Bonnie? Yeah. Did she bring you any treat? No. When is your friend coming? Nova or Cash? Her name is Cash. Her name is Cash. We're gonna try to change it to Nova. You think we can do that, Duke? Yeah. You wanna do that? I know. I know. I know. You wanna say hi? How do you get your ebook? If you click on, should be under the description. There's a link there. Because right now I did promise the first 100 people that they'll get it at a discount price. So right now we're coming close. So if you go to the description, there's a link there. You can actually go ahead and download it. Let me show you here on the computer. I know everybody wants to enjoy the view. Here, we'll come back in a minute. Let me just take this. I should get a stand for my phone, Duke. Hold on, let me go inside, show everybody where it is. Hopefully we won't drop the coffee. We'll come back outside in a minute. Okay. I'll show you guys on the computer here. But yeah, it is under description. Let me just log in really quickly. Wait, Duke. We'll come out in a bit. Where's my book? Where's my book? Stability after disease, shear stress. There's the ebook that you guys get, but the hard copy is available on Amazon as well too. There's a book that I just finished. I don't know if you guys can see it on the screen. Oh, there we go. We're zoomed in. So why shear stress matters? It is under the description. Should be there. And this is the book. And I'll show you what you guys get. So this is the first part of it. And here are the illustrations. Why shear stress matters. Then you get all the exercises. Look at that. There's probably more than 97, 98 exercises, all 100% illustrated. Look at this. There's way too many exercises. All these are actually all isometric exercises. There's about 107 pages. Can you share what possible health issues she might experience in the future if her gallbladder is removed? You know, God gave us such an amazing body, and not to actually remove gallbladders. Every person that actually removed their gallbladder, they cannot consume fat. They have to take ox bath for the rest of their life. Some of them have to go on digestive enzymes and hydraulic butane. They don't absorb any fats as good anymore. What happened is your bile will constantly drip from the liver. It won't be as powerful. She could be bloated, tired from eating anything that has fat, such as avocado or olives or fatty meats. She might end up losing her hair, her thyroid, because of lack of essential fatty acids. The doctor will never tell you that. So I am highly against anybody who's gonna try to remove their gallbladder. Highly against that. And it's funny because a lot of my consultations in the past probably 15 years, at least 70% of the women have removed their gallbladder, where the doctor tells them, hey, it's not necessarily, you don't need it. Well, yeah, you do need it to actually break down fats, because we need bile. And guess what bile controls? Your cholesterol, your LDL recycling, your intracellular hydration. There's so many things. There's so many things that it does that, you know, we do need it. Another thing is you see is, what is the job of the appendix? Oh, an interesting question. And that's another thing that people tend to move, is they end up getting appendix inflammation where they have to move it. If they don't move it, it causes damage. So the appendix, think of it as a reservoir for beneficial gut bacteria. So imagine you remove that, you're gonna actually destroy your gut bacteria. So the appendix contains like the biofilms that actually helps protect beneficial bacteria. It serves a purpose to actually help with severe diarrhea, gut infections, and it does help repopulate the colon correctly. So it has a lot of jobs. And what happened is, people actually remove it. Even my mom removed it when she was young because it got inflamed. And the only reason they get inflamed is because, due to certain food and certain bacteria we consume, that the source is not as clean and end up causing a backup system. I don't know if you've heard of the term uh, you back poop. So your iliacal valve will actually stay open, and that will allow the bad bacteria to come in, and actually they end up going inside your appendix, and that's what actually causes backup. And what happened is they remove it. Uh, Technically, you're not supposed to remove it. You're supposed to change your lifestyle. But it plays a huge role as well, especially with your lymphatic system. Just got the book. Looks great. Nice job. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, the sheer stress. Like, I do a lot of these exercises every day. So all you guys gotta do is just, on your phone, or you can get a small timer. I like everything manually. So I have this little timer, and I time it. Every 45 minutes or every 30 minutes, it beeps. And all I do is, every time it beeps, whether I am sitting or whether I am on the computer, I get up, I do a wall sit, I do a plank, I do an isometric exercise, I do a squat and hold, I do anything that I can cause sheer stress for at least 2 minutes. I'm not saying 2 minutes it becomes more of an advance, but you can start with 30 seconds. Work your way up to a minute, work your way up to 2 minutes. You could be doing that 4, 5, 6 times a day. This is your natural way of maintaining the flexibility of your arteries. And you don't need much. The same way I tell everybody, hey, every time you eat, it's non-negotiable, make sure you move for 10 minutes. Well, if you don't feel like moving for 10 minutes, then do 5 exercises of isometric and hold each one for 2 minutes. So you got 2 minutes wall sit, 2 minutes plank, 2 minutes squats, 2 minute calves raises, and you can do like a 2 minute, let's say, push up, wall push up, for example, or anything like that. So doing all these things will actually cause shear stress, will actually cause uptake of glucose to your muscle, will actually cause chylomicrons to cycle. And these are actually one of the best things you can do, and you can change it. And the only reason I made this book here, so you're not doing the same thing over and over again. So you're not doing, wall sit every single day. Well, you can now rotate it. How to de-stress after 8 hours screen work time. Go outside, hug a tree, walk barefoot, and do some breathing and some shear stress. These are the only thing you can do to actually de-stress your system. Legs in air right now while sitting here. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. So there's a lot of isometric exercises, isometric squat hold. You can do the chair pose hold. the lunge hold, all these are gonna cause tension. They're gonna cause shear stress. It's gonna improve circulation. It's gonna cause, you're gonna create balance and control. These are so incredible for the body. Yet everybody freaking talks about, hey, how can I get bigger arms and better chest and better body and stuff, and they forget the main core of the system, which is your heart. Fix your heart, everything else will follow. Fix your oxygen flow, your circulation, everything else follow. Don't worry so much about how to get big and how to gain weight. Fix everything else, and everything downstream will be fixed. Now, if you guys enjoyed the book, I know there's gonna be a soft copy or a hard copy cover will be available as well on Amazon. They just, for printing copy, full colored illustration, the cost is a little bit higher than usual, but I think having the ebook is good. You can always kind of capture your few of your exercises on the phone, and you can actually just have them done that way. I think it'll be great. That coffee was good. The doctor took my husband off one of the blood pressure meds. That is great. That is great news. That means, his system is being stable. Hanging from an horizontal bear at the park, so important too for hand grips and circulation. Yes, and lifting legs for abs, etc. Simple, but so good. We'll be buying the hard copy of the book. Nice, thank you. It is on Amazon already, as of this morning. The Amazon is funny. I published it on Amazon last night. They said it can take 72 to 96 hours. I got a message this morning. Your book has been approved so fast. They never seen anything highly illustrated with so much detail. So they actually approved it instantly. Right, Duke? You want to go back outside? Get some fresh air? Let's go back outside. How come you have my socks? Where did you get my socks from? Why are you chewing my socks? Why are you chewing my socks? I didn't see it on Amazon, but the ebook just now. It is on Amazon. If you end up buying it from Amazon and you don't want the ebook, I can refund the ebook for you, no problem, Peach Farms. Just let me know. Let me know. I can do that for you if you rather have the colored copy. I've ordered the colored copy this morning. I won't get it for another 10 days because they want to send me like a approval copy. Once I get it, I just want to make sure everything's good. But if you want to go ahead and order it, I have no problem of refunding you the ebook. So this way, just instead of kind of having it twice, let's go for a little walk outside. Where's my shoes are wet. Let's go get my boots, Duke, so I can put my boots on. I didn't see it on Amazon, but the ebook just now. It is on Amazon. If you go to Amazon.ca and type in "Why Shear Stress Matter," hold on, guys. Where's my boots? Oh, there's my boots. Let me get my boots so we don't get wet. I don't want to wear these shoes outside, Luke. Hi, Maurice. I've been having feeling of weaker pulse, both neck and wrist. Could blended diet? I don't know what you mean by blended diet be the cause. Let's go get some socks. A weak pulse means there's not enough blood volume. It's mostly not enough salt in the body to cause proper blood volume. So not enough vasodilation. Do some shear stress. Get some vasodilation going. Get some oxygen going. By the time you're going to fix your diet and others, it might take some time. But this could happen right away by doing some shear stress. and taking some salt. Still a little bit chilly. Okay, let's get some socks. Hi, Maurice. Like on a blended diet, which causes low sodium, etc., low calories. Blended diet, like, are you mixing like carbohydrate, fat, and others? Because that's gonna cause your salt to be off. No need for refund. I will keep both if I can find it on Amazon. I will give one away. Okay. Yeah. So if you go on Amazon.ca or .com, well, I think you're in Canada, so it's .ca, and just type in why shear stress matters. I just want to confirm because it was there this morning. Hold on.
Sharper brain, lower inflammation happens during recovery.
Amazon. So if you go to Amazon and type in why shear stress matters, Duke, leave my shoes. No, okay. If you type in shear stress matters, yeah. If you type, there it is. So I just typed in shear stress matters, and there's the book. Why shear stress matters. You are probably right. I asked ChatGPT, and I also said low blood volume. Probably ChatGPT is getting it off me. Why stress? Yeah, yeah, it is on Amazon. Oh, and you are in the US? Okay, so if you go Amazon.com and type in shear stress matters, yeah, it comes up too. There's an Amazon, Amazon.com, and I type in shear stress matters, and it's the first one that comes up. Why shear stress matters. So it should be there. So if you click on it, it does give you Kindle, or it does give you like paper. Yeah. So it is available. See if you can get it or not. I know that it came out so quickly on a printed copy, which is nice to see. I wasn't expecting it to be that fast. But let me know if you can get it. I'll get mine next week because it takes about a week for me to get it. This way I can verify it. Let's get some socks and go back outside. Hold on, Duke. Let me get some socks. I have no more socks because what happened is Duke could choose all my socks. I have no more summer socks, Duke. All I have is my winter socks. Do you know why? Do you know why? They all have holes in them. Do you know where the holes are coming from, Duke? See, the only thing that I keep buying here is every couple of weeks I have to buy like a package of cotton socks. I have disposable ones, but I have backup Duke. Duke takes them and he chews them. Backup Duke. Backup Duke. Okay, we have good sauce. We're gonna mix them. I just bought it. I will get it Tuesday. Okay, you bought it from Amazon? Okay, let me know how it turns out because I haven't seen the hard copy yet. Because usually they will send me one, and I bought one because they send me one that's like for verification purposes to make sure everything is good. But I won't get it till like another 10 days because in the area I'm in here, everything takes time. I don't get things like fast. Okay, we got some socks on, and this one has a hole. Duke, why does it have a hole in it? Let's see if this one has a hole too. I got two different type of socks wearing because of you, Duke. It must be nice, eh? Just got these boots. Let's try them on. So should I take more salt, and how many grams would you recommend? Take based on how you feel. You start with about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. There is no universal intake of salt. You just have to take enough without actually overwhelming your body. So 1/4 teaspoon would be great. It wouldn't come up under the title for me, but it showed up when I entered your name. Okay, that's cool. That's good to know. The Australian ancient lake salt I got is called Lake Deborah. Is that the salt you're consuming? I should check it out. Let's see these boots if they're good. They seem a little bit tight. I just got these boots the other day. I thought I get them so when I go into the chicken coop, I can wear them. They feel freaking weird. So we cut the grass the other day. It looks okay. We got some cherries growing. Check it out. This is gonna be my cherries for the year. Last year I had 1 cup. Maybe this year I'll have a little bit more. But usually if we end up raining for 7 days straight, like last year, we'll end up probably lose all of them. And this usually happens often. So there we got some more cherries. We still gotta fix the water, cut the plastic off. I use pink Himalayan and red mint. Yeah, that's the same one I've been using, the red mint and stuff. I like it actually, and I use the what do you call it as well. And I use the Vancouver, Ireland sea salt. I like it as well too. It's actually pretty good. Hey Duke. It's all muddy here. So this is all we got is wild oregano. So the only reason I used to have them in a greenhouse behind the house on the top. I moved them down here. My mom actually comes and visits me usually in the month of July. She collects a lot of the oregano. So this will be hers to come and pick. Hey guys, what's going on? I put on red mints before cooking, use pink when eating, use Australian and water, dissolves better. Oh nice, so you got a nice little different set. That's awesome. We haven't opened this for the chicken yet. Wait until actually we get much more green in there. Then we're gonna open it up. So this will be their little extension. Yeah, I've been mixing the red mint salt with the the sea salt, the Vancouver Island sea salt. I actually mix them together in my water. But for my food, I only actually take the mostly the Vancouver Island sea salt one. I like it actually. Dirk, where are you going? Did you find the ball that you lost the other day? And there's my Saskatoon berries are all actually holding up really well. We got quite a bit. We'll probably get another maybe a cup and a half. Red mint has been tested for lead and tested higher than permitted by law in the USA. It's okay. Lead does not hurt our body. It's all a myth. I wouldn't worry so much about that. Carbs stop my PVC. Don't do as well on only meat. Rice, potato, and meat is my go-to. Is that okay? Carbs did not stop your PVC. The only thing is what carbs did is because it holds more water, so your body's holding more salt. The only reason you have PVC is because when you were on a low carb diet, you weren't consuming enough salt to cause proper blood volume. Because when you are on a low carb diet or a carnivore diet, your kidneys excretes more sodium. So if you're not replenishing, that's why people get PVCs. Because without sodium, then your body's not going to get proper methylation of magnesium. Red mint has a full section on testing. Read it. Yeah, Red mint, I have all their analysis on everything. I'm not really worried about the LEDs or anything like that. You know, in the environment we live in, we've been hit with heavy metals left and right through our environment. For us to worry so much about specific salts, or this one has lead, or this one has different heavy metals and whatnot, is so minuscule that it doesn't really affect us much. View on spring water, and does sparkle water actually cause negative effects on libido? What does that apply to naturally sparkling water from volcanic regions? The only thing it affects libido is because the way it's stored. If it is stored in plastic, it mimics estrogen, and yes, that affects actually your libido. But it's not gonna. If you're just drinking it directly from a creek or drinking directly, it's not gonna affect that at all. Plastic mimics estrogen, that's why it kind of affects the libido levels. It's just the way it's stored more than anything. I can I'll look it up a little bit more in details, but water has nothing to do with the libido. It's just if it's a lot of mineralizations being pulled from it, yes, but if it's just being naturally volcanic or spring water, it's not going to affect anything. And then it becomes more of the plastic usage, storage factor more than anything. The strong smell from oregano, thyme, and rosemary are supposed to be natural bear deterrents. Well, I didn't know about the oregano and thyme. I do have both oregano, thyme, and I don't have my rosemary. My rosemary plants died over the winter, but I didn't know that. Like, I have a lot of oregano. Actually, on this land here, we get oregano, like wild oregano growing, which is nice. The thyme, I actually grew some last year and I regrow again this year, because my mom actually collects them, she dries them, and she makes them into a specific Mediterranean dish. Last year, we ended up growing, we got close to about 50 pounds or so. So this year, we'll see how much we'll yield when she comes up and gets some. And I don't have rosemary, I have mint. The mint that we have here as well, it grows wild as well. Or someone said sparkling water causes it. I occasionally drink sparkling water from a volcanic region in Germany, and someone argued it's bad for libido. Yeah, I think that's incorrect. The only reason it would become an issue to libido only if the water is stored in plastic. So if you are drinking sparkling water and sparkling water is stored in plastic, plastic mimics estrogen, so you become more estrogenic dominant. And that will actually affect your testosterone. So there's my mint. This is all wild, actually. I took one plant from the ground over there last year, and I actually planted one in every section. So we got a lot of wild mint. There's my thyme. It's actually growing nicely. Of course, we got onions. I put onions with the for the chicken. There's my wild oregano as well too. Actually, they smell really, really nice. I love it. Duke, what'd you find? Bears are highly attracted to him. To mint. Oh, the bear are highly attracted to mint. Oh, that's interesting to know. And it's funny, the bear comes down from there. He comes around my car. He stands there. Duke comes and bark at him. Then he goes down, drops down the trail, and it goes across to my neighbor. One is rice and potatoes. Okay, on carnivore, it doesn't cause me any issue. One, are they okay? If you're using them as a carb load. So it's anything in plastic. I don't drink out of glass. That's why I am confused. Yeah, anything in plastic. Anything is stored in plastic mimics estrogen. So that's why a lot of males are becoming estrogenic dominant. And the only way you can flush out the excess estrogen, you can actually take a product called calcium hyphen D-glucarate. And that will actually flush it out. Anything in plastic, whether you drink water in plastic, whether the water is stored in plastic, whether certain things are cheeses or anything that is stored in plastic, everything will actually mimic estrogen. Plastic is one of the biggest disruptor for hormones, for thyroid, for a lot of things. So that's why we always have to kind of eliminate plastic, eliminate synthetic plastics or anything like that, because it's actually the biggest issues that we come across. Right, Duke? What are we gonna be working on today? What are we gonna be working on? Oh, the fabric planters. They're actually, I like the fabric planters. They're nice. It's just, the idea with them is they will actually wear out fast, right? So usually these planters, like, they last about maybe a year. So what I do is I take the whole thing and I'm gonna make another big pot like this and actually place them in it, because they'll come apart soon. I bought them this year or last year to actually try them out, see how well they do. I sure like bears like onions too. They will dig up the bulbs to eat. Good thing you have oregano with your mint, 100%. I don't know. I'm learning new things here. I appreciate you for this. So mint and onions, and the bears love them. That's good to know. It's good that I have the oregano, but still, I gotta eliminate them because we have one black bear that actually comes here quite a bit. Actually, he's been coming here since he was like a young bear. First time I saw him was almost about 4 years ago. He probably weighed about maybe 40 pounds, and since then, every year I see him at least once. He comes by, and of course, he's like almost double the size, triple the size now. Now he just comes by and goes to my neighbors, and he doesn't really bother me much, which is good. But yeah, he's a big boy. He's a big grown boy. He's roughly probably about, I say, maybe 300-400 pounds. He walks around my chicken from the back. He doesn't do anything, and he goes. I was thinking of actually getting like an electrical fence, but haven't really decided yet. Since I am getting another dog coming in, I think because he's scared from Duke. Every time Duke comes up to him and he barks at him, he runs off right away. But that's good to know. They actually like mint and onions. That's interesting. So here's the good mix. So I have a plant here. It's called sumac. So these guys will have like a red bulb. It's about this big with full of citrus. It's like a specific berry. So my mom takes that, she dries it up, and she gets the oregano and dries it up, and she gets the thyme and dries it up. Then she actually blends them all together, and they become like a Mediterranean, like very very rich flavor. And she actually in Lebanon, what they do is they pour olive oil on top, and that's how they make some of their Mediterranean dish. Oh, I like sumac. Yeah. So I have 2 trees. I bought them last year. I don't know if they grow here, but since this area we get a lot of berries, so I thought I'll grow some and see if it does actually work. Very citrusy, tastes nice on the meat. You can't have too much, but it is actually good, especially if you can mix it with the oregano and the thyme. And if you put olive oil on top and you can actually spread it, a lot of the Mediterranean people, they spread it on a piece of bread or a toast. I don't. I just usually use it on the meat or the beef heart, and it gives it a nice flavor, which is always good. I haven't tried to actually dehydrate it yet. Maybe I will with the food, see if it tastes good. Your school and ebooks have been life changing. I'm so grateful for you sharing your incredible knowledge. Thank you so much for your dedication and healing us. Thank you, Anne. I hope you're doing good. Thanks so much for sharing that with everybody. And I hope we can get more people to join us as well too. Would be great. And it's nice and big cloudy days. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much, so we can get things done. Duke, you ready to go or places? Side question: which carnivore should I not take? The Eucharist, since it's wine and bread, or what? Side question: with carnivore, should I not take the Eucharist since it's wine and bread, or what? Well, it's not about being a carnivore. If you enjoy, let's say, 98% being on a carnivore and 2% you like to enjoy certain things. A real carnivore mean that you're at least 75% meat eater or higher. So if you're 75% meat eater and you have, let's say, 20% where you might maybe add a small carb here, or you might add maybe a small piece of bread here, or a little bit of wine, that's just not really affecting you, and it's only being less than a percentage, it's not gonna break you. Okay, your body's gonna know exactly what to do with it and how to process it and how to eliminate it. It's not like something you're eating on a daily basis, multiple times. How did the Irish not have nutritional problems in the 1900s on just potatoes alone? They were reported to be taller and bigger than the thing is, don't believe everything you hear and only believe 50% of what you see. That's all I can tell you. There's a lot of stories out there, and a person can don't get me wrong. They can actually eat certain things because the body adapts, but it can only adapt for a certain amount of time. That's it. I also just bought your hardcover book on Amazon. Came up when I typed in your name, not the title. That's interesting. I should check on to that. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, you say Mediterranean? Completely different than I have ever heard it. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Duke, what are you smelling? Duke is relaxed. What are you smelling, bud? Something is bothering you? What? What's going on? I was questioning it since alcohol is quite bad for you. Alcohol is bad for you. Alcohol is man-made product to keep us sick. That's all I can tell you. You know, there's a lot of things that are made, and a lot of things are put in history books that they're just part of the control. What do you think of soda stream for carbonated water? Is CO2 a problem? It's not whether CO2 is. Just put it this way: is it naturally? It's not natural. It's man-made, right? Anything that is man-made, I would actually stay away from. It doesn't mean like it has to have bad ingredients for it to be bad for you. Anything man-made is it should be out of the question. That's the way I think. I must have been saying it wrong my whole life because you would know more than me. Do you have any Bigfoot stories since you live in the bush? No, none. I don't have any. We don't get any Bigfoots coming here or nothing. I do have a Karen that actually lives on the other side. A little weird Karen. It's funny. It's like anywhere you go, there's always a Karen somewhere. Sasquatch. Ginger bugs for medicine use. Ginger bugs for medicine use. Ginger bugs for medical use. I haven't heard of that one. Ginger bugs. How do they look like? I have to check into it. Hey Duke. Ginger bugs. I gotta check into it to see. You know, two things. Living on a farm or an acreage, you can actually survive. You don't need anything else other than chicken. Mediterranean. Come here, Duke. Come down. Duke is like just enjoying his day with his ball. He lost his green ball, so he doesn't like the red one. We can't find it. We don't know where we put it. Hey, Duke. Mediterranean. Now you got me thinking. Duke, where's the ball? Let's go look for it. Big boy. You gonna dig? Okay, go for it. Get yourself full of mud. It's okay. We'll shower again. We'll clean you up again. It's okay. Go for it. Yes. Have fun. Maurice, what was the full name of calcium? You said about plastic in the body. Oh, about the estrogen. Calcium space, the letter D hyphen gluconate. So calcium D-gluconate. You got it correct. You take 1,000 milligrams meal 1, 1,000 milligrams meal 2. You do the cycle for about 6 months out of the year. And that will actually get rid of any excess estrogen in your body. Tell me if you find anything, Duke. The chickens are thinking that you're going to feed them. Now you're full of mud. Thank you. It's okay. Have fun. What are you eating? Some mud? Does it taste good? Yeah, get yourself full of water and mud. It's okay. Vegetarian diet gives me a headache, but salt fixed that. I can go no meat without head pain now. That's good. Salt is the key. You know, the diet, it doesn't matter on the diet. The diet is just a diet for you to thrive. You know, you thrive on vegan, hey, all the power to you. But all you need is just some salt. What are you licking, Duke? Some mud? You must have found something that tastes good. Duke is digging to shine. He's enjoying something. Ginger bug is a fermentation with ginger, water, and sugar used in sourdough. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to look into that. See what it's all about. Fermentation with ginger, water, and sugar used in sourdough. Yeah, I haven't. Well, I don't eat sourdough or anything like that. I haven't had any for like probably 12, 14 years. But I'll check out the ingredients. I know my parents still eat the sourdough and all the other stuff. And my brothers, everybody does. It's not used in sourdough. It is similar but different culture. Okay. Salt is starting to taste sweet and not salty. And the way you can tell if you're actually overdoing it or not, it's just when you eat salt and you feel a little bit off or you feel a little bit fatigued, then you know you've overdone it. There's no universal fix for salt as long as you take it, you feel great, you move on, and that's it. It's not something you should think about it, but it's always good to take as your morning routine. As soon as you start, as soon as you wake up, in the first 2 minutes, because you want to tell your body, hey, wake up, it's time to make some mitochondria, time to cause some blood volume, and that's how you actually optimize your day. Do you have an Amazon wish list for your channel? No, what is that for? I haven't really looked into it. Is that something that anybody can buy from Amazon and I get like an affiliate or something? I haven't looked into it much. I should maybe make one. I've been told about it numerous times, but never really looked into it at all. But if it is something for like affiliates, I should. I get a lot of people asking me if I have it on Amazon or others. I just don't like Amazon much. I don't like to support big corporations sometimes, to be honest with you. But sometimes we can't really get away from a lot of these things. I always rather support a lot of smaller companies, smaller startup companies compared to like big corporations, because I'm always thankful to see a lot of mom and pop shops, because sometimes even thought their price is a little bit more expensive, but they put a lot of effort into it to make it happen for the public. But yet sometimes we tend to go for faster and access and cheaper form, and I hate doing that because we keep supporting big corporation and we never really support the little guys, because eventually it's all part of the control. Duke, you ripped my greenhouse. I only go to farmers market to meat and dairy and goat milk, soaps. Yeah, 100%. The idea is to kind of help support them as much as possible. I don't have access here to farmers. I only have one farmer uh, that I know. Well, I have two farmers now. One I got to know really well here. They're roughly about 4 hours away. Another one is about 7 hours away. The farmers market here, they're open every Saturday. It's a waste of time and money because a lot of them they're starting to bullshit on a lot of these things. So it's very, very tough. It's unfortunate they do that. In some towns, some closer towns, you actually have some good farmers market, and some you don't. It's too bad that everything changes, and some people sometimes they go after the easy part of it. Duke, hey buddy, what do you want to do today? It's your day. Want to sit outside and play? You want to sit outside and play? What do you want to do? What do you want to do today? I was going to take you swimming, but it's rainy. You won't dry up in time. You want to back up a bit? Hey, back up. Should we get some liver and make some dehydrated meat? Okay. Forget my socks. They're already wet. We're going to burn them. Can you discuss how suet is at times better than talo? Stearic versus... Well, suet is a solid fat, and a solid fat is actually... It's a little bit easier on a person to actually digest and absorb, and it does not affect your ApoB as much. Now, palmitic acid is still quite high in it. It's still, at least like a 40-50%, but because it's not already rendered, it's a little bit easier because it's considered as being solid compared to being, rendered. And some people that actually have a gallbladder issue or they don't produce a proper bile, it's better for them to actually have suet compared to having ghee or butter, for example, or even beef tallow. Suet would be the ideal thing. I get a lot of suet, and usually the suet is found around the kidneys as going to be like your cleanest fat form. And sometimes I use the fat of the heart. The fat of the heart is actually good, so it's almost considered like being a suet as well. It is as clean, and I can show you guys some because I have some left from yesterday when we did the heart, me and Duke. Hold on, Duke, let me take my shoes off, they're full of mud. Hold on, let's go inside. I don't want to make a mess. Don't touch my boots, please, and leave my socks alone. I don't want to make a mess inside, okay? Or else I won't take you with me, seriously. Is bee pollen worth it for anything? It might be placebo, but I never seen it help with allergies, but I don't know it helps on carnivore system. Bee pollen is highly estrogenic, by the way. Okay, bee pollen is highly estrogenic. It doesn't mean if you want to use it, you want to use it every day. You want to use it on and off. So here's some. This is almost like what suet would look like, but this is like the beef heart fat. So when you guys chop it off, you have a quarter bit of good fat. All that fat is actually good, and all you gotta do is just cut it up into small pieces and actually cook with it. And this stuff tastes like really, really nice. It has a good, rich flavor. Never throw this stuff away from the beef heart because it's still gonna have good quality fat to cook with it. Okay, so this stuff is good. So this is almost like suet. So that's what suet almost looks like. Very similar type of form. I've been playing in this weather. We need some sun. That's what we need. Cooked eggs, avocado, and oil makes me vomit, but I can eat a whole raw egg fine. Raw meat is still work in progress. Oil, what kind of oil are you cooking the eggs with? And here's some beef tallow that I melt and use. And I don't use much, but there is some stuff you can do. But I would actually, for ApoB, that's why I only use the solid fats, and that's how I maintain my ApoB in a good condition. Now, some people, it doesn't mean if your ApoB is high Liliani, it is causing an issue. We have to look at other factors. Your HSCRP, your fasting insulin, your thyroid, your ADMA, your LPPLA2, your MPO. If all these factors are good, that means the ApoB is not causing any shear stress. It's not causing any glycocalyc shedding. So if it's not causing any glycocalyc shedding, then we're safe. But the moment we tend to see like a CCTA score or a CAC score that does exist, then we have to worry a little bit about ApoB, because ApoB is still a bullet hitting your glycocalyx and could be causing shedding. So how to prevent that? And that's where the foundation comes in when we talk about it in school. The foundation supplementation to kind of keep that at bay and keep that eliminated. Yeah, beef tallow. That beef tallow, what I do is I have here. Let me show you. Here, watch out, Duke. So I have the jar here, and I fill it up with beef tallow. So here's my beef tallow as well, and I put a little bit of olive oil with it, and I mix it. It is good for your skin. Yeah, 100%. I get all that stuff, and you can. It's funny when you get the piece of meat. You can remove the fat if you get a lot of fat. You can remove the fat. You can use the fat as to cook your eggs and cook everything. You have extra beef tallow. Well, you can fill up the jar so you can actually have it for your skin, for you have it for your hair. So, and whatever is left over, like disposable meat that you cannot eat it, what you do is you chop it. You chop it and you feed it to the chicken. So nothing goes to waste. So that's why, like when like if I have any garbage, like you have people where they go and dump the garbage here. There's a place they drive to town and they go there every third day. I don't go to at least every maybe 2 3 months because it's so limitation. Olive oil, coconut oil, tallow. I drain the oil off my ground beef, any oil. Well, the thing is, when you cook at a high temperature, even if the oil is stable, sometimes it's oxidized. Okay. I use beef tallow on my hair. I have long hair. That's awesome. What's your view on hair dyes? Hair dyes are chemicals. They're gonna actually absorb through your skin no matter what. I would never really recommend them for anybody. Yes, choose items for your Amazon wish list, and your fans can get you things you need for your homestead or a garden, etc. In gratitude for your Sunday time and patience with all of us. Oh, nice. I didn't even know that. I should look into it. So you choose items for your Amazon wish list, and your fans can get you things you need for your homestead or garden. Hold on, let me write this down so I can maybe look into it and do that. That'd be awesome, actually. As a thank you on a Sunday, I really appreciate that. Hold on, let me put it down. Maybe people, maybe you guys would like that idea. I wouldn't mind. So I'll put it here. Amazon wish list. Oh, I like this idea. I'll definitely put her up there. I'll definitely do that. Your first item will be cotton socks. Yeah, no kidding. Seriously, like the socks I'm wearing right now, they actually have both holes in the edges, and of course, who puts the holes? Duke. It's like that's his like signature on each one. You might need a blue collar for Duke and a pink one for unnamed girlfriend. It's funny that the color that Duke has, that actually was red. The only reason I got it as a red color, so if he goes outside the fence or he runs away somewhere and somebody sees him from far, they don't think he's a wild duck. They can see the collar on his neck being red. After a while, of course, after you wash it once or twice, now it looks pink. So every time I take him to town to walk him, he's like, "Oh, that's a cute dog." Or they say, "Oh, what's her name?" I'm like, "It's not a her. It's a he. His name is Duke." But the damn thing is like pink. It's like pink. So I'm gonna give this to the new dog, Cash. He's gonna get like a dark one, dark blue or black. Are ear piercing, lips piercing an issue? I have had one person, a friend, passed away probably about 20 years ago. I used to work with her, one of the retail store. 20 years ago, maybe 25 years ago. She went and got her tongue pierced and her earpiece pierced. And what she did is when she got her tongue pierced, she ended up getting infected from the piercing, and she passed away about 7 months later. Do I believe on a lot of the stuff, the piercing and stuff? It's okay. You can get it done. It's an accessory that a person, they enjoy, but it's about, not being infected and making sure the source you're getting it is quite clean of a place, because it could actually cause like an issue in the system if it's not done correctly. So as long as you're aware of that and you know who's doing it and how they're doing it and everything, then definitely it shouldn't be an issue with no infection. But as well, it depends what you wear, whether it's like silver material or whether it's gold material or whether just a standard metal mix. All that stuff can actually release certain toxins. So you want to be as titanium, 100% titanium as possible, 100%, let's say, stainless steel that does not have any aluminum embedded within. So you have to actually pick and choose. It cannot be just anything just you wearing, because that could be causing certain material to be released, certain toxins. Are omega fatty acids from plants okay? Even if 3 is low in plants? No, there's no such thing as omega 3s in plants. Um, Even thought there is, like they claim there is, our bodies cannot convert them at all. So the only thing is the animals can convert them no matter what, like chickens do. That's why I feed chicken flaxseed. I don't eat flaxseed or anything like that. And from the flaxseed that you feed your chicken, they will actually be able to give you a good omega 3s. But for you to take it directly, you'll get nothing from it. It's a waste of time and money. So there's no omega 3s in them at all. Okay? So I would highly say stay away from it. I'm gonna stay, guys, 5 more minutes because I've been here more than 2 hours. I had a nose piercing and my body rejected it. I never did that again. Yeah, don't. Once your body rejects it once, and or maybe the way it was actually put in was not put in correctly, I would stay away from that stuff. It's the same thing when you're doing tattoos as well. Tattoos, as well. There's mercury that is released even when you get your tooth fixed. Sometimes they put certain fillings. Unfortunately, some of us had them when they were young. So a lot of these things has to be actually removed from your system. Add a Jacobsen sea salt to your wish list so I can get you some to try. So I gotta see how to open a wish list on Amazon. I have to actually learn how to do it. Open up the account and I can put the link to put Jacobsen sea salt. I gotta check that out on the wish list. I'll open one and I'll actually add it to YouTube link and stuff. Amazon wish list. So I just go Amazon wish list. Okay. So how the hell I gotta open one? I guess I gotta open an account maybe or something. Duke, what do you need? Amazon wish list. Add to cart. Scripture says not to mark your body. I have scars from surgeries. Yeah, we shouldn't be. We shouldn't be marking our bodies at all. Scars are scars. Scars are fine. Scars could be from falling, from being cut, from hurting ourselves. But yeah, we should never really marking the body at all with nothing. That's all satanic bullshit stuff. You wanna stay away from it as much as possible. And anything that comes and hits your mind differently, you just wanna keep away from. and stay away from it. How to open a wish list on Amazon. I'm learning. I gotta teach myself how to do this. Never really looked into it, to be honest with you. Maybe I'll ask. Let's see here. Log into your Amazon account, hover over account and list. Okay, account and list. Let's see. Do you think fish sauce is good? Fish sauce? Depends what's in it. But if it is man-made, I would not touch it. Piercing and tattoos create scars, which becomes interference field in the body, interrupts flow of electromagnetic energy, and may cause chronic issue. Yes, thank you for putting that out there, Cindy. Just sea salt and anchovies and the sun dry. Yeah, but if it's just that's all the ingredients you use, that's perfect. Account and list. Account and list. Oh, wish list. Okay, I go into wish list and I go to wish list, create a list, add items. How do you create a list? Search, invite, public, wish list, Alexa list, your friends. Create a list. Shopping list required shopping list, create. Okay, this is pretty interesting. Then I search for, I'm gonna try this, let's see how it works. I'm gonna put what you mentioned, Jacobsen sea salt. And I hit search. There are no items in this list. Unpurchased, most recent, added. Okay, once I create a list, choose wish list, create a list, choose wish list. Okay, shopping list, custom list, shopping list. Okay, enter name for the list, choose private, shared, public. Okay, click create list. Or add items. Okay, open product page. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, so let's say I opened it. I said, okay, Jacobsen salt. Let's try that one. Jacobsen pure flake sea salt, crunchy finish. Maybe that one. Let's see if I add that one, what would happen? If that's the one, let's say add to cart. No, not add to cart. Add to list. Okay, item added. So share the list, open the list, click invite, or send list to others. Shopping list is private. Manage list. We're gonna make it public or shared, I guess. Add it, save changes. So now, how do you share it? Okay, invite someone to view only, view and edit, maybe view. Your list, I have nothing. If you go all your friends, so we're gonna try this. If they see that, buying this gift elsewhere. Maybe it is working. I don't know. I'll have to play with it. But I've added one item. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll put it onto the YouTube channel. You guys let me know if it works. Sorry about the confusion. Ginger bug is fermented and grows beneficial bacteria and wild yeast. It's used for gut health, supports gut digestion, can make fermented drinks like ginger beer. Okay, that's interesting. I'll look into it to see what it's all about and how could actually benefit gut bacteria. I know I have no issues with my gut, but maybe we can put the recipe for people to try. Paste the link to your list on your channel and keep it updated with what you need. Okay, I'm just making a list right now. I'll try it peach farm. So I did, let's say, put Jacobson sea salt. I don't know if that stuff is the one you were talking about. It says here ingredients is just sea salt, crunchy, 113 grams. But I'll look into it a little bit more so I can add proper info, proper products, just instead of being random. And yeah, and I'll put it on YouTube, and it'll be great. It's a great idea. I really appreciate you for telling me that, and I'm sure people will definitely appreciate the Sunday video, and in return, a gift. I'll put some of the gifts for Duke, of course. He's my main person more than anything. I support him more than anything. So definitely, I'll put a couple things for him out there. And anything you guys do would be 100% always appreciated. And I'll always do my best to support you guys in any ways, any means I could. Because, of course, without you guys, I would not be able to do it and get that far. So thank you. And that said, I know I've been here more than 2 hours and a bit. I am gonna spend some time with Duke because he's waiting for me. As you can see, he's just sitting there waiting. He's like, "Come on, let's go play. You wanna go play, Duke? Yeah? You're resting your head on a table." Okay, guys. You guys enjoy the rest of the day. Happy Sunday. If any questions was not able to answer, please post it on the video when it's published. More than happy to respond. Sometimes I do run behind a little bit on some of the questions. Yesterday, I promised myself don't want to sit on a computer, don't want to respond to any emails because there is a Saturday. I kind of consider Saturday being my day, Sundays being Duke's day. And it's funny, I by the end of the night, I'm looking, I got 97 emails. So sometimes the emails, they do take quite a bit of my time to respond because there's lots of them, but I'll do my best. In the meantime, we'll see all the students on Tuesday live, and in the meantime, I'll see the rest of you guys next Sunday live. Cheers and thank you as always.